We cannot confirm that Trump, the U.S. Congress, and U.S. Department of Justice, they are now aware of Jagaban's record, as you can see here. So now, serious matter now we get for you this evening. This whole thing come following reports say Jagaban is planning to meet with Trump when he goes to America for the United Nations General Assembly meeting in September. This group, they don't go try to attack before Jagaban and reach America. Now, this is the letter, official letter that was sent to U.S. Congress, Department of Justice, and the Trump himself. Let me read some of the things. The background, it says, background and chronology of the 1993 U.S. Justice Department heroin proceed forfeit case and the 2003 Freedom of Information litigation concerning alleged heroin trafficking from Nigeria to the United States involving Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the current president of Nigeria. It now says that between 1988 to 1991, according to the Department of Justice record, forfeit complaint and supporting affidavit, federal investigation investigated a heroin traffic organization operating in the United States. The government states that proceeds from the organization were deposited into accounts in the United States owned and controlled by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The three people named connected to this heroin trafficking organization named in the forfeit are Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The United States Department of Justice alleged that Bola Ahmed Tinubu opened multiple bank accounts that he owned and controlled and used to receive and transfer proceeds alleged to be from heroin traffic. Also involved in Adegboyega Muiz Akande, a long-time acquaintance of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whom the United States Department of Justice alleged was the leader of the heroin trafficking organization. According to the United States government allegation, Akande provided the phone used by Bola Tinubu to open many bank accounts controlled by Bola Tinubu that was used to receive and move funds around linked to heroin. The last person is Abiodun Agbele, an associate of Bola Tinubu, whom Tinubu stated he met through Adegboga Muiz Akande. According to the government allegation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu admitted knowing Agbele and associating with him in both Nigeria and the United States. The DOJ alleged that Agbele sold heroin from trafficking organization before being arrested while selling heroin to an undercover law enforcement officer. Agbele later cooperated with federal investigators in exposing the heroin trafficking organization in the U.S. It now concluded that the Department of Justice seized the funds identified in the complaint. The matter concluded through a negotiated civil forfeiture statement under which a portion of the fund was forfeited to the United States government. Now, that is the thing. Now, we can look the other things where you thought the firm that is asking the U.S. Congress to look into this matter is a firm that is hired by Atiku. It's called Von Barbatin Monologue in the United States of America. What is the issue at stake? According to this firm, Jagaban, according to them, allegedly forfeited $460,000 US to the American authority, and that is proceed of heroin trade. Why are they doing this? Because they said, Trump, this man that your team is planning to meet, may not near this man. Because this man, according to them, he has been linked to a lot of debt, drug-related debt in Chicago in the early 1990s. That is why they want Trump, Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, and the Vice President to take a note and to act swiftly. The firm argued that drug-related disease has tarnished a lot of Americans, have been affected, and the impact on Tinubu's image means that the trip to New York might not happen. Because, you know, Jagaban, they feel concerned the guy not well. They don't cancel the trip. It could be the reason. It could be because of this letter. Now, what is the impact on Nigeria? There's an old saying that in politics, a week is a long time in politics. Nigeria election is about less than 7 months, 8 months, 7 months from now. Anything can happen. There's nothing is set in stone yet. Now, these developments suggest future campaign may increase lobbying foreign agents and organizations to add political welfare, and the opposition party may revive the allegation that Emperor Jagaban get its things we no hide. Now, the question that a lot of people are asking is that Jagaban has spent millions to fight that this record that is held by the Department of Justice and the Department of Drug and Administration, they shouldn't release the report. Now, somebody will not get anything to hide. Why is he fighting tooth and nail for his record not to be made public? Remember, he's not a private citizen. He's the president of a country. Nigerians need that information to know whether the person will be saying they lead them na former baron as when they talk. They're waiting for the impact on you as a Nigerian when they watch me. Now remember, somebody will be saying supposed to focus on the things where they affect you, the insecurity, the economy, the unemployment, the poverty. Now that time waiting the world is, my case they call to America, my case they call to America. He will be divided. His attention is not focused. His own is how to protect his image, to protect his interest in America, rather than focusing on improving your life. So people talk about that is why the economy is not moving. That is why nothing is happening in Nigeria, because Jagaba is more focused on making sure that the public never see this record that Nigerians have been saying, Papa, show us the record. Ask me there now. If the British police say, Frank, what's see your record? I'll say, when I see him, I don't have anything to hide. So somebody who is innocent, as his supporters claim, why is he fighting tooth and nail to make sure that Nigeria never see this record? Because imagine, say, you they think of investing in a country. You hear, say, the president of that country has drug dealing allegation hanging on his head. Would you be confident enough to go and invest in that kind of country, or would you want to stay off? That is the question that I want you to answer. Now, let us look at the views of our fellow Nigerians online. Now, James Tucker said, Nigerian justice system is aware that Tinubu is a drug dealer and a certificate forgery, but unfortunately, judiciary in Nigeria is dead. You agree, say judiciary for Nigeria is dead? Be as they talk, that's not judiciary, the hope of the common man. Make I hear what your view be. Now, this one I'm talking and say, it is not even about him getting persecuted, or not the fact that some Nigerians will read this, wake up in the morning and go and vote for him in January. That is what sadly means most. The question we me want to ask you be say, millions of taxpayers' money has been spent by Jagaban and his team to make sure that they fight this case in America so that you, the Nigerian people, never see the record of the man who wants to lead us. Do you think that the man has something to hide? That is why he's fighting tooth and nail to make sure that you never see that record. Let me hear what your view is in the comment section. May not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Peace and love. I'll see you soon.